life's too short to get it all right. First time around, you better not fuck up. Wanna be born again, I want a second chance, 'cause this time around.
Alright guys, let's see, today is Sunday, August 6th, and I am heading out to my buddy Chris Hines' house. We're gonna take the tractor and clear some land and put in a food plot. I'm gonna clear some shooting lanes, make sure my stands I have out there are gonna be freed up for opening day, deer season, bow season, which starts September 15th. So we are in Missouri, just south of Pike County, Missouri, so a pretty good spot for deer. I got this piece of land last year, late October, and I went out, I got permission. It's just a small piece of land, it's 13 acres, and it doesn't hold deer on it, but it's a major funnel for the deer. And so I threw up 3 cell cams, and in 24 hours I had about 8 shooter bucks show up, a lot of them during daylight hours. So I immediately knew, like, oh man, this is a honey hole of a spot. So my buddy Chris has just been super amazing. He's let me go out. He's actually going to help me put in food plots. He does have some horses on the property, and he's got wheat fields or hay fields. He grows hay out there, but he's gonna let me carve out a little spot where I'm seeing a lot of these deer come through, and put in a winter plot out there to hopefully help keep some of these deer on the property. He's also got a couple thick patches of timber, so we're gonna do some hinge cuts, see if maybe we can't keep some of the deer bedded there. It's an amazing property. The one downside is you can only hunt it with a certain wind, just because stand location is really tough. And in the woods, the wooded acreage that is there is so thick, you cannot get in. You can't set a stand in there. It's so overgrown in there. So over the next year or two, we're going to try to start clearing out some of that space. It's not a ton of wooded acreage, but it runs along a creek that divides two fields, ag fields essentially. So, but there's some serious monsters out there. There's one guy that I'm really after. That's last year I'd say he was probably 190 plus, perfect typical 12 point. He's a bruiser. So, but there's a couple really nice deer out there last year. So I'm actually going to put new batteries in my camera and all my cell cams, and get those fired back up, kind of see what I got going on out there during the day. I do have permission to retrieve deer off the neighbor's property, and then I have permission for all the surrounding properties to retrieve. And then I have one of the guys, I had shot a deer there last year, and the guy, he ran on their property, literally just like 40 yards, ran and jumped across the fence and died right on the other side of the fence. So he gave me permission to hunt back there, and said that if I see anything on his property, I'm welcome to shoot at it. I think a lot of the deer are holding up on his property. They're bedding in there. He's got a really thick plot back there. He's got, I think it's about 12 acres that he has, and he's not a hunter, so he's never back there. So I think the deer are pretty comfortable in there. We'll see. But yeah, so we're gonna go clear some brush and throw in a food plot, and I'm gonna hang. I've got some sticks I'm gonna hang in the woods to maybe possibly, I don't know. We'll see how the wind direction plays out with this spot. It could be good depending on where the deer come from. And I pretty much have them pinpointed where they're coming from, but if they come from another direction, which they very well could, they would probably bust me. So, and I really don't want to push any deer out of there. So yeah, stay tuned. I will keep you posted.
up in here, bro?
I'm gonna hang a stand right there. Got this stand right here. We're gonna throw it up on that tree right there. And it should be pretty good. I'm excited. Yeah, there's deer tracks everywhere.
Yeah, there is. Are they eating all this corn?
Not quick enough to where it's growing.
Yeah. We should be stomping that down, right? Trail cam.
Alright. Let's go, guys. I'm all pumped up. I got the food plots starting to take off. Like I said, it's not a real big food plot, but it's I'm gonna drive over and I'll show you guys how it's looking. So I just put out a whole bunch of seed and fertilizer. I'm thinking that fertilizer, I did a 12-12-12. I think that's gonna really get this food plot booming. And I'm gonna plow all that down next week, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw a plot in right there. But I'll show you guys real quick. Let's see. So this is what we got right here. So definitely a lot of bare spots in here. I think a lot of the rain washed it away, but all this stuff right here is really starting to take off. So I put a bunch more seed out, and yeah, so food's starting to pop up all over. All up in here is all food. I got a stand right up there. You can see that. And then I got like another food plot just across this creek. Right here, as you can see how green that is right there. It goes up and around, and I got a stand. I got a lot of shooters coming in on that trail right there, hitting this. So, yeah, guys, it's looking pretty good. Should be good. Seen a lot of deer out here for sure. Alrighty, guys. I'll keep you posted. I'll be back out here on Friday. I'm gonna clear a whole bunch more trails and put out a whole bunch of oats. So stay tuned.